going to record this. I can send you the recording after the session. Okay. So guys, actually, we have a meeting into two parts. Like first one is 40 minutes and second one is in against. Okay. So after 40 minutes, the session will be stopped. So you have to join again in this session with the same thing. Okay. After 40 minutes. So I'm going to share my screen to you. Let me know when you see my screen. So you are able to see my screen, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So before moving anything, like in the Power BI, what we do today, okay. So before moving anything, I want to just ask you from anyone, okay, that why we use Power BI and what is the benefit of Power BI in the industry? Can anyone tell me what is the benefit? If you have some little bit knowledge about Power BI.
It is for getting
Hmm?
the inside of the data.
Okay. So which type of
Eh,
insight?
Maybe it is related to customer insight or
Hmm?
sales insight, that how is our business going on, how much we earned this year, how much we earned the last year, what are
Okay.
the growth is, how we can see the profit, whether we have made or we are losing on some product or we are getting some product, which product is moving fast and which product is slow moving, which
Mm-hmm.
store are giving good amount of revenue and which store are not working, so we can take an action on that one.
Oh yeah, right. So before, yeah, you are right. Absolutely, little bit is missing. Okay, but everything is right. See, Power BI is actually it is a just a machine. Okay, it is just a machine, and in Power BI we need a data because data is from multiple sources we have, and Power BI is just a tool, just a machine. It is not a your server or your don't. We don't say as a Power BI is a server which hold the data. No, Power BI is a machine which need data for making the presentation or making the insights of the data. Okay, so that suppose if we are going to present of any other view with our client, with our customer, with our like presentation view to our upper level management level, okay, so that Power BI give us the insight or give us the presentation in the uh, scenario form or in the detailed form. So that is the reason that we use a Power BI. Okay, so Power BI is just a machine and it's need a data, and data is a form of Excel, CSV file, text file, as well as from your SQL server, also from your Oracle, SAP, Tally. There is a limited many server, almost 99 plus sources we have into Power BI. Okay, so I am going to share my one thing. See, I know you understand all these things. See, go to this one. So Power BI architecture means Power BI, like I said in just 1 minute ago, that Power BI is a machine. Machine needs a data. Okay. So data is from where we get data. We get data from SQL Server, SAP, Oracle, other database. Other database means there is a limited data. There is a many database in our industry. There is a Oracle database, there is a shared drive. Okay, there's a many database. Also there's some substitute like Excel, text file, PDF, CSV. This kind of substitute also we have. So we have to just extract the data from these sources. Okay, and then when we extract the data, every data is not into the cleanest form. Cleanest form means some data is messy, some is not cleanest form, some is just human friendly, not as a machine friendly. So we have to transform them into the machine friendly situation so that Power BI can understand, Power BI can easily understand and make to make the presentation or detailed report for us. Okay, and then we have to transform the data into Power BI and then load into the Power BI desktop. Okay, and when the data is loaded into Power BI desktop, then we have to do two things. Number first is data modeling. Number second is calculation. Number first is data modeling means we have to make a relationship between different workbooks, whether it's a five workbooks, whether it's a 10, whether it's a 15, whether it's a 20, or whether it's a two. Okay, so we have to make a data modeling. of the different workbooks between two criteria. Number first is lookup table and number second is fact table. Okay, so what is lookup table and what is fact table, guys? Do you have any understanding about this? Vineet, Gaurav, Bharat,
Uh, Look,
any
look,
understanding?
lookup table we call is a dimension table, that
Right.
is customers or
Mm-hmm.
product or
Okay.
store name. But
Okay.
fact table contains the data, actual value, from
Right.
where we can derive the value.
Right. So fact data, we have fact data contain the total number of transactions, whether in the during a year. Suppose in the year 2020, we have sold, suppose 1,000 transaction we are done in 2020. But for that 1,000 transaction, we are dealing with just 100 customer or 100 customer. So the 100 customer list is a separate list which is called as customer dimension table. Okay, so that is the difference between fact table and lookup table. So we have to identify those table and make a relationship between those. And relationship is four types: one to one, many to one. Okay, one to many and many to many. Okay, so after that, when all the remote data modeling is done and the calculation part, so what is the calculation, guys? So calculation is a very important, like 40% is a part of our reporting is a calculation. Calculation means, suppose in Excel, if we using an Excel, we have to make some average, count if, analyzing part, okay, if condition, this type of condition, same way as we use in the DAX function. And in DAX function, we are using a two types of calculation. First is calculated column and second one is calculated measure. What is the difference between calculated column and calculated measure, guys?
Calculated column we create on the table, whereas
Right.
measure is a dynamic.
Right. So, which one is better, column or measure?
Measure is better because when we add calculated column,
Hmm.
it increase our data size for the
Right.
table.
Right. And what is the impact of column and what is the impact of measure? Like column is increase the data size and power measure does not increase the data size. But is there any difference between column and measure except this?
Y- Yeah, because column requires the big storage size, where measure required the bigger memory sizes. So it
Okay.
depends how much memory you have in your machine.
Mm-hmm.
And calculated column is easily available whenever we need it, and this is on
Right.
fly.
Right.
That's why it's, if we have too many measure, it slow down our machine or slow down our report.
Right. Right. So see, calculated column and calculated measure. One is the important thing is that we have to use calculated column just one or twice. But if we calculate a measure into our data report, that measure can be reused for every purpose. Okay, so measure is reusable, but calculated column is not reusable. Okay, column is only usable for the particular table or particular scenario, one or two scenario. But if you find any analytic calculation, then you have to make a measure on this part of calculated column. Okay, so after the DEX modeling and after the DEX calculation, we are going to move into our visualization part, and visualization part into three types. Number first is dashboard. Dashboard means we have to make a report on the basis of charts like pie chart, diagram chart, okay, line chart, making a text on it. And then after the second page, in the suppose when that dashboard is created, then we have to make a scorecard of our report. Like suppose in the column chart, we are going to show as a sales. So which sales in what types? Like green, yellow, and red means there's a higher sale, there is an average, and there is a low sales. Okay, so there is a scorecard of every dashboard report. Like suppose if we are going to analyze our sale for a like period to Jan to Feb. So in the Jan to Feb, we have a loss or we have a profit, then we have to analyze that thing. Okay, and why we have a loss, then also we have to identify that thing also in Power BI, that in suppose in the month of March we are not going to sell, okay, or we have not more than sale in the month of Jan and Feb. That is the reason that we have a less profit in March as compared to Jan and Feb. So we have to identify those reasons and we are going to work on it. Okay, so that is the reason that Power BI is, reporting is mandatory for the some of the decision making also. It helps the decision making. Okay, and why we making on the all the reports into Power BI? Because Power BI having a tool of automation, and Excel also have a tool automation, Excel VBA. But Power BI is important tool of automation because it's give you the detailed insight with a very less time. Okay, and after that we are going to reporting means we have to analyze the sales of one year to the second year, or 1 month to the second month, or we have to analyze the customer that in the month of January we are deal with 100 customer, and the month of February we are going to just deal with 150 customer, where what is the reason to increasing. Okay, so there we have to find out all the things, and then after that we have to share that report with our uh, employees or with our like partners, for that they can work on it, and then our sales will be increases on the basis of this kind of reporting. Okay, so any doubt till now, guys? If you have any, you can ask me. Anyone?
Could you please repeat once again, like the whole thing?
Whole thing?
Yeah, this slide again, one more time, like a summary.
Okay, okay, sure. See, like a summary is just a simple thing that we have to just analyze our Power BI report, and Power BI is just a machine. Okay, and Power BI need a data, so we need data from these kind of sources: SQL, SAP, Oracle, other database also, Excel, text file, CSV, or PDF. This is a source where we get a data into Power BI, and then when we get data into Power BI, then we have to transform and make some changes on it, like adding some column, calculated column, add some calculation on it, calculate some measure, and after that on the basis of this report on calculation or making the machine friendly data, then we have to make the report on the in the form of dashboard, and then we have to make scorecards and reporting, and then after when the all the visualization is done, then we have to share the report into Power BI service. Okay, share the report into Power BI service so that our management, our CEO level, director level, they can identify the reports, and they analyze where what is the situation in this company right now, and they are discussing with that to how to improve that condition, or how to increase that kind of scenario in our real time scenario in the organization. Okay, so for the next 3 months, suppose if next 3 months is complete, then we have a next data, then we have to just import this net data into the old file, into our raw data file, and just click on our refresh button into the Power BI, and our report will be refreshed, and then we have to find that we have a new insight in our Power BI dashboard without doing the any calculation, without doing anything, just clicking on the refresh, and it is for just a one time task. If you don't need to change anything in your previous, if you need to change in anything in your previous, then it will be take some time. But if you don't need to change anything into previous, then it will take just 1 or 2 minutes to refresh your data. Okay, so that is just a Power BI summary for you, that we have to just extract the data from multiple sources. Okay, so any doubt, anyone?
Yeah, thank you. It's
Okay, so now I move to my second thing, like what are the points we have. See, we have a total of 7 points to making a report. Okay, total of 7 points. So first point is, like I tell you, in the extraction. So guys, what is extraction? Extraction means we have to extract the data from multiple source. Okay, like I will tell you in the Power BI, or let me open my data for you. See, right now we have a sales data we have. Okay, so guys, we are working on a real time data. So we have a we have a this sales data. This is our sales data for 2017 to 2019 total. Okay, product ID is given, product name is given, brand, customer ID, customer name, continent, country, state, city, order, unit sales price, quantity, discount amount. We have this kind of data we have in our sheet. Okay, so for this sheet, I'm going to extract this sheet into our Power BI. And see, guys, this is our Power BI screen. And how to download, I think you all know. How to download, you all know? Or let me tell you. Anyone? Like Vineet,
Yeah,
Bharat.
I downloaded, installed it already.
Okay.
Get data.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So Power BI download is just a very easy step. You just need to go to Google and just
Mhm.
see it and just write it at download Power BI desktop. And guys, see Power BI desktop and Power BI service. We have a three-part total: Power BI desktop, Power BI service, and Power BI Pro. Okay, we have a three version. So Power BI desktop is a free version, guys, but Power BI service and Power BI Pro and premium user only you can apply Power BI service only. And Power BI service is a chargeable value. Okay, and see one more thing. When you work on the Power BI desktop, you have to log in with your official email ID. If you are working in any company and the company provide you the official email ID, then only you can log in the Power BI desktop. Otherwise, you cannot log in. You just do work without a login. Okay, without login also you are able to do work into Power BI desktop, but not in Power BI service because Power BI service is a chargeable. It's almost $10 to $12 per month. Okay, it means in the Indian rupees is 600 to 700 rupees total cost. Okay, so see, this is our Power BI screen and it's a very blank screen because Power BI is just a machine and we have to export the data from multiple sources. And see, this one is our reports pane. Any dashboard we are going to maintain only this report, only this page, report pane. See, when I click on this as a report pane, second thing, data. When you extract the data from any source, the data will be reflected on this field. Okay, data field. And third one is relationship, because suppose if you export four files, okay, in which two files is fact and two files is dimension table, then you have to make a relationship between those table, and the relationship is made into this part, and this is called as model, data model. Okay, and for calculation you have to make go to this, and there is a insert tab here. There is a modeling, there is a insert. See, add a new table as well as new column, quick measure and new measure. So you have to calculate these four measure for these four place calculation part. Okay, for calculating a new column, for calculating a new table, for quick measure and for a new measure for this part. Okay, and if you need to any help into Power BI, you are going into help and about guided learning, training video, documentation, support, your all the things will be there. You can directly go into anything, Power BI blog, community, you will need to help on this server. And then view means you have this themes. Right now you have currently of 20 or 25 themes, okay, in this, and you have added multiple themes into Power BI. Just go to Power BI desktop store and then you can just download it and copy it from there. And see, browse theme gallery. You can also customize your theme. Customize your theme means, suppose right now if I choose this theme means if I choose this theme and when I select any visualization, the theme color should be this, only this color, frontier. If I select this, the all the theme color will be valid from this color only. So right now suppose I select my this color. Okay, I select my this color, and suppose if you want to change your customize, you can just click on this and your theme will be customized. See, first I have select my old theme, this is the same color, and if you need to customize your theme, you just need to go there and change the color only. Okay, so that is the reason that you can customize your theme and then apply, the color will be automatically changed. And same way, if I go this, suppose if I select my theme this one and I go again into this and customize current theme, guys. So for this current theme, see, all the color will be changed as per the theme, and you have to change if you need to change. And customize theme is not only for color, guys. You have changed the text style also. Okay, go to title style also, cards and KPI, tab header. You can change anything. You can change the page background and page wallpaper also. You can change the filter pane. If you have to make any filter on the chart, then you can change the filter pane as well as available filter card, applied filter card. You can do all these things into the customized theme and then you can just apply. Then your customized theme will be as per your according. Okay. And when you go into view, there is a page view. So go to this page. Right now my page is fit to page. If I choose this fit to width, it means the my page size is increased. Okay. And if you change the actual size, you can just click on actual. Your page size is actual. See, complete actual. Okay. So there is a reason. So guys, always use this fit to page because this is very important, because fit to page is okay. Okay. Or otherwise you can change the page layout from there. Just go to this and there is a formatting tab we have. So we have a page information. Okay. The page name, you can change the page name also. Right now see the page one. If you change the name here as suppose sales data, see the page name is changed, sales data. Okay. Or you can use suppose page size. If you need to increase the page size, you can just go to there for three letter tooltip customer. You can customize your theme, customize your page as well as go to this, and the page background also you can change color, or you can add image into page background if you need. Okay. Page alignment, if you need to change the page alignment, like right now it's a top, if you need to change it's a middle. Okay. So right now it's a middle alignment. So you can use just a top because top is okay. And then you can change the wallpaper as well as like color transparency. Okay. So these kind of things also you can change, or you can change many of the things for the formatting of this page. And see, go to this step mobile layout. This one is different. So grid line is also different. I will tell you in later. Okay. These all things I will tell you in later, because modeling is done, relationship is helping you to make a relationship. Manage a relationship is helping you to make a relationship between one table to next table, whether it's an inactive relationship or active relationship. And go to insert, guys. In the insert you have to add any text box, buttons, shapes and images into your reports. And this one is different, I will tell you later. And this one is your like question and answer, key influencer. This is a chart type. Decomposition tree is a chart type. Smart native also is a chart type. Okay. More visual, you can go to there, and from the app source or from file, if you have any source in your file, you can just go to this file and download from this and import into Power BI. Okay. Same way you can go to home. So in the home you have a get data option, from where you get data. So when I click on this get data, see we have a total of this kind of sources we have. And when you click on more, it will give you the complete understanding, the total of sources we have. See the total of sources we have as the Excel workbook, text and CSV file, XML, JSON folder. You can directly upload or export multiple files from a folder. Suppose if in your folder having suppose 20 file, and all the file will be in the same format, like same column and same format, then you can export the multiple file from the folder. As well as if you have any tabular presentation in the PDF file, then you can export. Percusat, this is the server. Okay. SharePoint, you can directly export the data from SharePoint also. SQL Server database, guys. There is a different kind of SQL server. We have MySQL. There is a many SQL server. Okay. Access database. Okay. MS Access. Okay. And there is a one more Oracle server, Oracle database. You have IBM. Right now IBM server is mostly using from many companies. Okay. So MySQL, PostgreSQL, there is a Sybase SQL, Teradata, SAP HANA. There's a SAP part, SAP HANA, SAP Business Warehouse. Okay. There is a multiple sources. Amazon Redshift. In this we have only the Amazon Redshift is only using by an online company like Flipkart, Amazon, eBay, this kind of company using this kind of site. Google BigQuery is also using by this kind of online companies. Okay. Snowflakes, Vertica, Azure a database also. And for this, you have to knowledge about some SQL and little bit all this database. Like if you knowledge about SQL server, then only you can connect. If you have connect with you, suppose right now if you are working in some company and the company have a just SQL server. Okay, then they will provide you the email ID and password so that you can just click on this. See, when I click on this SQL server and going to connect, see what it will ask me. It will ask me the server name. Okay, so every company has a server name, every company, and every company has a database. So when you click put the server name here and database, your file will be connected, and you have to choose from the their SharePoint, then which file you want to export, do you want to import into your Power BI. Okay, so this kind of things is open, and this kind of thing is just a basic thing, guys. Basic thing means you have to just connect the server database like as a login ID and password, and click OK, your SQL server is connected. Okay, so there is a many things you have. I just click on more. So you have a Excel, this kind of server also. Okay, Google Analytics, Salesforce report, Salesforce object, Google Analytics, Adobe Analysis, App Figure. All also you can directly import from web also. Okay, so from web you can just click on this server, and there is an option of web. You can directly click from web also. WEB is a web. See, there's a many sources. Okay, software, site improve 10 for Microsoft Team. Yeah, suppose if someone is sharing any file with you on a team, then you can directly export the file from team server as well. As you have to just log in and password with your team, and you can directly connect with your team dashboard. I can just cancel, go to this, and there is a web option. See, web means you can directly click on this web. Okay, so when you click on this web, you have to put the URL like this. Suppose right now if I need uh, population of India, if I put this, okay, and I'm going to this, first you can just open all the things what you need into Power BI. See, this is a tabular presentation. Okay, population of India. So you can just click on this link, copy, go to Power BI. You have to just paste it. So when you just paste it, click OK. It will directly upload or export your file from the web. See, okay, and then you have to just connect. Please wait. It will take some time because data loaded from Power BI directly web. Yeah, see, one more benefit for this. When you have a like this changes is automatically. Suppose right now it is for 2020 and historical. Suppose if you import any like corona report from this online, and everyone when the corona report is updated, your file will be automatically updated. Okay, so it is directly linked with the web. So there is a many option you can directly click with the web, or it will be benefit like you have to watch in the TV also. So in TV there's a many reports you have like corona. See, all the table is there, HTML table. When you click on this table, the table preview is there like column 1. I don't need this table. I just click on second, dates and India population. Okay, so dates wise population like year wise 2019-15 we have a this pollution added into 51 we have a this. I don't need this table also. Click on this, date and yearly growth rate, dates and yearly growth rate. I don't need also this. I just click on this. You have to check year wise population, yearly percentage, yearly change. Okay, migrant, median age, fertility rate, density, urban population. Okay, percentage and population, there is a different thing. Country share of world population. Okay, so see, there is a this kind of thing. But if you want to import, you have to just click on this table and transform data. I just show you. When you click on table 5, it's a year, population, percentage change, year change, migrant, all the things are same. Okay, but it is depends on the yearly growth. See, 20, all the 5 years growth we have, 2020, 25, 2030, and this is just a approximately. It is not a really because 2025 is not right now. Okay, and go to table number 6. See, in the table number 6, we have a city-wise population. Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Kolkata, we have a city-wise population. So suppose if I want table number 4, if I want table number 4 or table number 6, no, right now I need table number 4. So I just click on transform. So when I click on transform, it is showing me at a processing query. So you have to just a simple thing and your data will be processing into Power BI. See, there is a Power Query Editor place is open in which you have to change something, and see, this code is written by Power BI for you. Okay, suppose when you are working in Excel or Excel VBA, this code is written by you only. But when you are working into Power BI, you have to just connect with your mouse, and the pacing and the background coding is written by Power BI. And this coding is written by Power BI. Okay, for every source. And see, when you click on this source, click on this source, where we get a source, web.browser content, you have to change the source if you need to change. Your all the file will be updated. See, suppose I don't need this source, I'm going to this one. If I right now, if I need as coronavirus, see this report. See, I have a this report: ID, country, case, death, recovered, severe, tax, total case, death case. We have a this report, and this is the guide Google report. Okay, this is not an Excel report. So you can just click on this copy, and when you go into Power BI, okay, here you have to just click on this link and change the link. From that link, your file will be automatically updated. Okay, so there is a benefit of this into Power BI. Okay, so when you click on this extract table from HTML, first one is source, and second thing only HTML dot table source means column 1 div table responsibility. So all the files will be exported from your data source. And second thing, you have a promoted header. Promoted header means, see, in the column 1 we have a column wise detail, column 1, 2, 3, so the year, population. And what is the third step, guys? Promoted header means the column is promoted first row as a header, means year, population, yearly growth, and then change type. Change type means all the type of the change. See, when you click on this year as a ABC, but year is in numerical, then it will automatically change as numerical. See, okay, so Power BI is helping you to change the data type, change, extract the sources from multiple sources, and it will automatically make the coding for you. Okay, so now any doubt, guys? In the right now, you have any doubt related to anything? Anyone? Gaurav,
No, Harsh. No, Harsh. It's fine.
are you done? Okay with it?
Just a small
Yes.
question, Harsh.
Yeah, tell me.
For example, if you want to extract the data from, for example, Salesforce
Okay,
or SAP or Oracle,
okay.
like how we can link that directly to the Power BI so that every day we give the time and it will get refreshed automatically.
Yeah, sir, you will get, because see, you have to connect to 3 times. Like first you can connect with Salesforce, second time you will connect with Oracle, and third time you will connect with any like SAP. Okay, suppose you have a 3 server, then go to see, right now I'm connected from web. Same way you can connect from your Excel as well as in the Power BI. See, right now I'm connecting my sales data. I just click on open.
That Excel, I know.
No, no,
You
I want to
taught
say
me.
that thing. No, no, I want to say in that thing that in Power BI you can connect with multiple sources in the one go. Okay, in the one
No,
go means,
I just want to ask you which one is like here.
okay,
Which source we could like, so in source file, which is the source?
okay, let me show you. See, when you click on this open all the sources, see Salesforce, if there is an option in the Salesforce, then it will be open. But if the option is not there in Power BI, then you can't. They see SAP you have. So SAP you have to check your like your version. which version you are going to utilize, SAP HANA database, SAP Business Warehouse, or SAP Business Warehouse Message Server or Application Server. You have to check with this. And same way in the Oracle also, when you click on the Oracle,
Just a second, just. Okay, here I can see all these Python script, R script, SharePoint.
yeah, see all the C, Python, R script. Okay, so you have to analyze. You have to just see automation any